Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 5 with 5 is sponsored by LiveScore and their free-to-play football prediction game, LiveScore 6. That's right, LiveScore 6 is the game that puts your football knowledge to the test and gives you the chance to win big.
This week, compete against myself, Rio and Joel and other LiveScore 6 participants to win, £1 million. And all you need to do is predict the scores of the 6 selected matches.
Right, guys, here's how it works. First, you download the LiveScore app and click on LiveScore 6 option. Then each week, you'll find a brand new lineup of matches waiting for your predictions. It's quick, it's easy, and completely free, guys. And it adds an extra level of excitement to every single game, every goal, and every save.
So what are you waiting for? Download the LiveScore app and sign up with LiveScore 6. Show off your skills, compete against the Viable 5 team, and hopefully win big with LiveScore 6 every week. Only in the UK and Ireland, and you have to be over 18 to enter. Full T's and C's apply. Tune in at the end of the show where we'll be sharing our LiveScore 6 predictions for this week.
It's a vibe with 5, and you already know what it is. Vibe with 5, and you already know what it is. It's a vibe with 5, and you already know this.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Joel
I don't
Beya
like your
here.
energy.
No, wait. Let me finish the intro. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's Joel Beya and we're back. New season of Vibe with 5. We got here a couple of guests. Craig Mitch, Kick Game Spectacular.
I'm here.
Troopz, Barstool, also famously known for AFTV,
Back
joining us today with, of course, our residentials, Stephen Howson, and the not so happy, but looking good though, Rio Ferdinand in the building.
What's going on?
I just want everyone to know that I did the guest listing today. You know what I mean? I thought it's only right that we call in Craig Mitch.
Yep.
You know, he knows
Massive
his ball.
Spurs fan.
Massive Spurs fan.
Massive.
You know, he's just a football guy in general. But then last minute, you know what I mean? I had to bring in the main guy.
Super sub.
Come on, man. You know what I mean?
You know the vibe.
The Ole Gunnar
Come on
Solskjaer.
now. So I want you guys to make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Howson might not be very loud today. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Talks a lot usually. But yeah, so let's get the game. Let's get the game going, man. Like Tottenham 2,
Look at this guy.
Man United.
This guy's energy
Waiting for this now.
is too
I'm
much.
gonna let Mitch land.
Come on, I'm gonna let Mitch land.
This is the first time Arsenal and Spurs have come together like this. He's more concerned with me than you.
That's how powerful Man United are that two clubs have to come together to come and have a debate.
Hey, I don't know what that is.
Stephen Howson's got headphones on.
He's not even having it.
He's
He
just
just
drowned it out. Mitch, did
Noise
you watch-
cancellation.
Did you watch the game yesterday, Mitch?
Of course I watched the game.
Yeah?
Of course I
I said
watched.
yesterday, sorry.
Yeah, the other day. Of course I
Saturday,
watched the game. Yeah, Man United Spurs, massive game. And I'm not going to lie, our record against Man United stinks. Like, it's horrible.
Massive game for you, yeah.
What? Don't do that.
What? I'm just saying.
Don't
I'm just
do
saying, bro.
that.
I'm
You
just
lot-
saying.
Don't do that.
I'm just stating facts.
Reinforcements today.
So you lot don't get excited when you play us?
No.
That's a lie.
No one's ever looked at the fixtures when they come out and gone, oh, Spurs.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Don't do that.
Not once.
Never.
ever.
You've never done that.
When Ginola was there, yeah,
They're mugging it.
99.
Yeah,
They're mugging it. They're mugging it.
Wow.
You definitely did it when Jose was at us.
I think teams do it now because the stadium, innit? The stadium's big. It's a big stadium, proper stadium.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not flipping the script.
Tottenham props. I'm here to rip you.
No, the
Yeah,
stadium's sick.
we're not doing
Yeah,
this.
it's decent.
Decent.
That's the best stadium. It's the best-
Don't make me
the best
flip it on
stadium.
you. Because
I've been to.
yours is dead now.
Nah,
Meaty,
ours has
meaty,
trophies.
meaty.
But it's meaty.
Wait, guys.
Alright,
Come
yeah.
on.
Ours is called the
Whoa,
let's
go,
see the
guys.
word.
Switch them up like that. You see what? Switch them up
Come
like
on,
that.
guys.
The sort it out.
We're here.
There always be that tension.
Yeah, of course.
We're here.
Of course.
But we're here to rip you.
With an
And
agenda.
Howson. Don't leave Howson out, you know.
Yeah.
Trophies.
Come on. Go on.
No, let me be real. Let me be real, yeah? Okay, forget who are big clubs and whatnot, right? I never have a good feeling against Man United because we can see the history. They always pump us. Like, I don't even want to bring it up, but you know the Sir Alex Ferguson thing is Tottenham like that. Those are the jokes that run online.
Spursy.
And that. The last time we beat you, we had Jose. No stadium, it was empty, but we packed you in. And I know that one hurt because it was Jose. It killed them. What was it, like 5-6-1? Something crazy like that.
6-1.
Can't remember.
Crazy.
Something
own ground.
crazy. That was the last time we won.
Mad.
Can't remember.
But hey, it was a minute though. It was a while ago. It was 3 years ago.
yeah.
Cool. So, you know, we just
It's
lost
still
Kane.
It's fresh. I haven't started it, you know. You understand? I'm just.
Alright,
Mitch is circling right now. He ain't even landed.
So boom. Obviously, we got a new manager. We lost Harry Kane. So I'm thinking to myself, this is going to be difficult. I saw how poor you lot was against Wolves. So I was like, all right, we might have a little chance. Then when I saw the game, you had a couple chances through Bruno, who, by the way, I think is one of the most overrated attacking midfielders in the league.
Wrong.
I think he's I think he's super overrated.
What? Who created the most chances in the Premier League last season?
Was it him? Okay, but who was?
Are we doing stats
man,
now?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Overrated.
Your team never had high numbers,
Just
but they were one of the
Yeah, but
greatest.
you know who Bruno is? Can we say something?
understand.
Bruno's one of them, man. He'll
Over
create like
time,
500
over time.
chances. He'll create like 500 chances, miss like 400 of them, and then 100.
Volume.
Yeah.
Bruno,
It's
Bruno,
volume, bro. It's output.
Bruno,
It's like
volume
it's output.
Fernandes.
He doesn't
Fabregas
pick
to put like
them.
10
It's
on the
just
plate and he
output.
scored.
He
The
misses
problem
loads.
is, you got a lot of players who wouldn't even take the risk to make the pass.
Okay, but you know who does? Madison. And he ran the game against you, man.
He's had the most
Crazy.
crosses this season.
He went
Crosses.
crazy.
Play
And
central.
he wasn't far behind Bruno, and he was at Leicester, who got relegated.
No, I love Madison. Shout out Madison.
No, but
Hope he does well.
Like, real talk, my thing with Man United is, you lot look dead right now. Like, you actually look dead. I know it's early in the season, but
Totally dominated the first half.
no, it wasn't. It was like the first 20 minutes.
I just,
35.
you know
It
what?
wasn't 35.
Do you know what? I think
it was domination.
Max.
It wasn't
Sometimes
35.
you got to be
Half an
honest.
hour.
Sometimes you got to be honest, Steve. We ain't where we thought we'd be.
No,
man.
we're not.
We've been poor.
But I'm
man.
not. That
We've
doesn't
been
mean
poor.
that we change up the whole 90 minutes was a smashing, because it wasn't. We got dominated in the second half. We got dominated in the result, which is the important thing. But in the first half, we had the opportunities.
You had opportunities, but I wouldn't say you dominated it. To me, the first 20 minutes you were dominating, then it looked about 50-50. That's how I saw the game. My problem with you lot is, you lot are supposed to be the team this season that controls the game, plays possession football. You still look like a transitional team.
It's mad.
You still, like against us, you were actually playing on the transition.
On the receiving end of transitional football, that's what we seemed, especially against Wolves. We were the team that were getting hurt on the transitions as well. Like, I agree with you. I got to be, all jokes aside, I see the game and I'm thinking, rah, start the season, we're going to be like flying. Onana's coming. All we've talked about is a new style of football playing out. That's why De Gea's gone. And I ain't seen it yet.
He made a good cross though.
No, and you
Nice
need
little pass again at
time.
Trent.
You need time.
I like
I know
that.
that.
Wan-Bissaka's
He
a
needs
goalkeeper.
time. He needs time, but you fool. You need time.
I
but
see that.
Yeah, the first two games, I'm shocked. I got to be honest, because it's been like you're looking at it and going, "Wow, listen, we beat Wolves, which is good. We didn't play well." It's more the performances. We got 3 points on the board. Everyone's gonna lose a game. We've lost a game. That's our one. We probably lose all season. But it's the style of football.
I said to my mum,
or
there's
the lack of
something in her
style.
tea. There must be something in your tea, you know.
Coffee, man.
You understand, real
There
talk.
is. But the style of football, we're speaking outside, the style of football is the thing that's kind of thrown me a little bit, because I was expecting a lot more a cohesive unit playing.
Well, Joe,
It ain't happened.
he's trying to be a possession dominant team. Like, it's so obvious. You're bringing in Onana, the shape that we're making up when we're playing out. That's all designed to be a possession based team, but we're not playing like a possession based team. I thought that the entire front three, just the decision making on all of them was shite. But the lack of ability to hold the ball, like I was looking at City this weekend. Rodri made 66 passes in the first half of the game, 122.
That's mad.
122 over the course of the game. Do you know how many Casemiro made? How many? 28. Like, you can't have a number 6 that's not getting on the ball. Now, Casemiro's not necessarily that style of player, but when you've got 2 10s essentially playing with him, that's his job. That's what he's got to get on the ball and do. Now, I know that we're trying to get a number 8 in. It looks like we're trying to get Amrabat in. He would do that. He progresses the ball like that. There's talk of Verratti coming in. I don't know if that's a bit giddy or if there's actually any truth in that. But United needs someone that can progress the ball like that. But even having someone that can move the ball forward, we need to be taking about another 200 or 300 passes a game, and I don't see where that comes in.
I don't think it's an individual. I think it's the structure and the team and the cohesiveness of the team. You've got to get the team to be able to play it. Like, you've seen De Zerbi going to Brighton. That's not $1 billion squad. It's true. He's gone and coached that team into playing football that we're going, who is this guy? Where have they come from?
Exactly.
The team need to be coached into what? And we saw that happening last season, because you're seeing traits of Erik ten Hag, you're thinking, right, this team looks like a progressive team. They're keeping the ball, passing it. They can go a step further doing that. And that's where Onana come in and was thinking, well, that's going to happen. But it just, not because of Onana, just the team in general hasn't set up and been functional from the day dot of the season.
His range is mega.
Yeah,
like,
it's
not
crazy.
just everyone's going to talk about the Garnacho pass because that's the one that caught the eye.
Yeah.
But it's the ones that break the line and hit that second phase. They're the ones that, to me, that they get us on the turn. But we, and I said this to Rio outside. Greg mentioned that we were a transitional team. How many times do you see Marcus go 1v1 with Van der Van? None was the answer.
Not a lot.
Not on the halfway, nothing like that. Anytime we had an attack, your defense was already set.
Set up, yeah.
Like,
Not really. No. You were breaking a lot though. You were breaking a lot. I remember there was a point where Rashford did this little skill, nutmeg, cut down. Like there was a lot of breaks, especially in the first half. I saw that happening.
But they weren't.
You weren't holding the ball and dominating, creating.
They weren't getting the ball, sticking it into the channel, getting after it the way that you expect us to do when you've got Anthony, Rashford and Garnacho. You don't play Rashford down the middle to try and play up to him. You play Rashford in the middle because you're trying to get him 1v1. And that has to happen on the halfway line to give him 30 yards to build up a head of steam and get into. That didn't happen.
Well, there's a few issues. I'm going to move on to Troopz now because he's been a little bit quiet.
I'm just enjoying the...
just here, spectating.
I'm here for the pain.
You know what I mean?
Shout out Brock Lesnar every time. You know what I'm saying? Here comes the pain.
There was a lot of complaints from especially Man United fans. I don't want to just say Twitter fans, but across the board, they were like,
penalty.
Casemiro. No, not about that. You guys don't.
We're not talking about that, we know. All right, okay. Front and central last week, wasn't it?
We
still going on about that? Yeah, we should have
had a penalty as well.
Yeah, Lisandro
Romero. We should have had
Lisandro
Romero.
That was mad.
So
I was just stating a fact. I was just stating a fact. I wasn't saying who should and shouldn't. I was saying that there was a penalty decision that wasn't made.
Rio, this ain't the waters, you know. You've got to be very careful this week. Casemiro, was he left to drown by Mason Mount?
Yeah, he was. What? So you lot are here talking about 7, 8, 6. What's your 7 doing?
Who, Mount?
Yeah. Chris, let's talk about money, Mount.
Break it down.
Do you understand?
No,
I saw him look into the stands for his brother for protection.
You tell me what you
understand? Like, everyone's ripping the shoot. TalkSport, Sky Sports, me, Mitch, Joel, everybody. You understand? Money Mace. What is going on, bro?
Listen,
his whole stat thing is 0.
You can't judge a man after 2 games. You can't.
Like, they call him,
because there'll be players that who became legends who wouldn't have been legends if they'd have been judged.
Have you seen a worse
and told to get out.
2 starts for a Man United player? Ever.
Patrice Evra wouldn't have had a Man United career if we'd have judged him on his first couple of performances. He'd been sent back to Monaco, said go back, we'll pay the fee back to them, and that's it.
He said it himself when he came on.
There's players over the course of like.
But how much did you pay for Evra? How much did you pay for Evra?
Not 50 odd million. I know that. So, but I understand that. Yeah. But what I'm saying here is you can't just go, oh, we're just talking about the Man United team not playing well.
Yeah.
So when you've got someone who's new in that, it's going to be so difficult for them to. They ain't got the platform to play well. You look at Arsenal's teams at Arsenal because we're talking to you, Arsenal, or our teams in my time at United. When players were coming in, it was a fully functional team that knew exactly what to do. The players knew what to do, almost didn't even need to be coached. So it's easier for players to come in. And I'm not here giving loads and loads of excuses to Mason, but that's a fact. If you come into a team, look at the Chelsea team of recent times, players coming into that, it's hard to perform in that team because it's so all over the place at the moment. You come into City's team, you look at Kovacic, slots straight in.
Yeah, but I'm not being funny, Rio. That you guys, it shouldn't be such a struggle.
Yeah.
Season,
I'm surprised at that as well. I'm surprised at that as well.
Exactly. From last season.
The way everyone expected him to go in there was that he was going to elevate you to that next level.
And
the money amount we see at
England. Then he let Basuma and Postecoglou go mad. We look like we had the better midfield.
It's true.
We don't even have Bentancur right now.
No, you had Basuma from
Basuma had him on.
You had Brighton Basuma.
Yeah.
Like he is back again.
He was dancing around Casemiro.
How did he not work at all under content and all that shit?
I don't know. Conte's a weird manager,
man. That's what I'm saying again. If you'd have judged Basuma wouldn't have put in that performance this year because it'd have been gone based on performances last season.
Yeah.
The whole season, not 2 games.
So who do you blame for Mason Mount? Ten Hag?
I just think the team at the moment isn't playing well enough.
Because if it's me, who is it? Someone needs to be blamed.
No, the team ain't playing well enough yet.
Okay.
So that comes under the manager, 100%. He's got to get the team playing right.
Is that how he's got Mason playing? Is that the role he's put him in? Can he not play that role?
Well?
Because what's his role? Running around?
Yeah, we have to see what role he can fit into at the moment.
Does he know his role?
I don't know where he was brought to play.
Shout out the Rock.
And why do you keep playing Rashford through the middle?
I just he wasn't playing on the left.
Because the new sign on the treatment table. So that's why he's playing.
So why did you say injured player? That's not my business.
No, not mine either.
Brother, he's
how
been
much?
there forever.
60-something million.
He's been there for
70 euros.
9 goals. Is that value for money?
No, let's not talk value for money when you've got man in your squad.
Who's not value for money in my squad?
Rice.
What?
You're saying Rice?
He's not 100 million.
You have Harry. You lot caused this whole thing with Harry. You know.
Pepe.
Let's not get into this.
You can't talk that. You can't talk that.
No, but Pepe, we know we wouldn't have paid that. That was Sanelli. That's all came
out.
But
no, we would have, should have, could have.
Leicester with a bag full of 80 million.
You laid it out.
Yeah, but he left the club. As the person that signed Maguire left
anyway. How many years?
Mason Mount isn't
He's still there,
well.
innit?
No one's arguing with that.
I just want to know, man.
Hold on.
Why am I want to know?
Steve.
Go on,
Go on, Steve.
There's only one guy playing well for United, and that is Onana, Joel, by the way.
Why?
What do you mean? He should
Are you
have
putting
away in the first game.
On pre-season.
He should have given a penalty away in the first game. I don't get it.
It's going to be risky this season.
Yeah, because the officials are incompetent. But he gave a penalty away. Really,
They were.
he punched the man in the face.
But he didn't give it away though. He weren't official.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say he's been amazing.
Nah, he had a good first half against you lot.
What did we really do in the first half, Joel?
There's a few chances.
What did we really do? No, we didn't.
A few chances. No, he
You
was
at the bar,
there was
didn't
a
you?
few
I think you at the
chances.
bar.
Yeah, but that's nothing to do with him.
No, he
On
made
that-
a few good stops.
On
Good
the
chances. He
defending
was
on
good.
that, something that you've always said, and
He was your best player.
That says too much.
The way
In
we
itself, the
defended that
goalkeeper.
cross coming in for Sarr's goal. Luke Shaw's got to get out there, sure.
Yeah, I was like a bit.
We had
mixed,
4v1 in the middle. You don't
When it
think
comes to
that, get out.
communication, I always talk about if you're defending it in today's game. I don't think you see enough communication. Like you look at great players in the past, especially even today, a lot of it comes from communication because they're seeing danger early, going over quicker, not giving the striker as much time once you get there early. That's why Diaz stands out. Diaz for City, he's a big communicator. I've been to the training ground, you hear him screaming, shouting. Tony Adams in your teams before. These guys, Sol's a good communicator on the pitch. They talk, they communicate, cajole, they pull people about to make it easier. He just needed a shout from someone. I mean, I think he should have seen it himself. But if you don't see it yourself, you're relying on somebody else behind you being your eyes and ears to push you
Is that
about.
Lissandro? Because like the way he dealt with Richarlison, he's given assists.
OG. What do you mean he scored own goal?
It's own goal.
No,
own
the
goal.
first goal.
Oh.
The Papissar, he was on Richarlison. Richarlison dealt with him like a ragdoll. Apparently the butcher, he got butchered. You get me? You understand? It is what it is. And then he's giving assists.
This is a killer, you know. You know when you can't really defend your man's. It's hard,
I
man.
just want to know, like, I was talking a lot of things about Lissandro.
On a
This
technical
season
point
he
of
got
view,
pulled off at half time.
Wan-Bissaka
First
back
game.
post.
Huh?
Wan-Bissaka back post is turning all the wrong ways, not facing the ball.
Shape, body
If
shape,
you
shoulders.
watch as the ball's coming in, he's jogging in. He's not set. He's not turned. He's not seeing where the danger is. The danger's behind him, and that's who scores the goal.
But the thing, listen, most defenders, I can go through a lot of defenders who, and most of them do that. It's a difficult skill, but you should be getting that underlocked. But I talk about, say, Wan-Bissaka, and I think he's improved dramatically under Erik ten Hag, by the way. But defending, people go, he's the best defensive right back around Mura. He's the best 1v1 defender. Not the best defender, because that what you're talking about there, where defending crosses isn't about me versus you, 1v1. What skills you got?
Positioning.
It's positioning, body shape, concentration, spatial awareness, like those things. There's a different element of defending where he needs to work on his game. But I could go through probably a lot of the top right backs around the world who have to work on that aspect of their defending too.
What, Trent?
I was just going to
Trent,
say.
Reece.
Trent's not even got the 1v1
Hakimi,
side.
there's all of them. There's a lot of them.
all go
That is
forward.
it's a hard skill.
Yeah,
that one. I'm telling you, it's
What
a
do you
hard
think
one.
of Tierney? Just randomly, because the way you talk about Wan-Bissaka is the way I talk about Tierney. I think defensively he is up there, but it's just going forward is what kind
I
of.
just think the way that your manager wants to play football, I don't think Tierney's suited to it if he's going to play the Zinchenko role, because he wants him to go in there and also stop the counter attack, but also be able to be in there to play, and to provide the balls for the winger from a central position. I think that's not Tierney's bag.
On the captain front, right?
That's why I was bringing it anyway.
All right, shut up.
You know, anyway.
We had Bruno come and speak out against the referee. Now, I agree with what he said, but should he be saying it?
I think at this point, you just got to be honest, man. I mean, I understand why he's upset, but I just think he probably would have got more out of it by coming out there and going, do you know what? We've been shit. We ain't been up to the level that we expect ourselves to be at. And we need to get better. We need to do better and do more. I think that blame stuff, he could have gone down the corridor, probably but that's hindsight. Go down the corridor, speak to the referee, whatever. But I think it's owning that.
Can't
The
be
performances
complaining
ain't
about
been- the
referees when
performances
last
ain't been
week
great.
you all should have got a penalty.
That's
man.
a good
Why
point.
are you ignoring our penalty, though?
That's a
He
good
was
point.
handball in
I'm
both
saying,
games,
it
not
happens.
given.
But this is what I'm saying, it happens. But when we ask Man United fans what happens, all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, whatever.
But
You've
also,
got to
it's
take ownership.
easy to say he should have and shouldn't have done that, shouldn't have. When you're in the moment and you're hot, it's, people can say, "Oh, you should have done this," but you're saying that in a calm, cool
That's
environment.
true, because
When you're
I
hot,
hear
it's
that
different.
It's true.
with me as well. When
Yeah.
I'm Maguire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
understand.
And then you
Man,
look
no.
back at it and you go,
And then I look and I say, "Right, I would have been mad there, you know."
shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done
Listen, before I go on to Mitch, I want to ask Mitch about Spurs.
Yeah.
You know, without Kane, how you think you're going to do? But I think I want to talk about Harry Maguire really quickly, because obviously Ten Hag spoke about him in a press conference. before we played the clip, what's your thoughts about him at the current moment? Like, do you reckon he should
Harry Maguire?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Joel, I will carry him where he needs to be.
Oh, okay.
Like, at the moment, right, is he getting in the team? No. He is 5th choice centre-half behind our left-back in the way we want to play.
If Johnny Evans signs, he's behind Johnny Evans, I reckon.
I love Johnny Evans, right? But he's not. Johnny on tour was poor.
Was he?
Yeah. And that's not to say Harry wasn't, because he was, but yeah, Johnny's not taking anyone's spot.
What is this Johnny Evans thing about?
That's a mad thing.
What is that?
Before we go into that, can we play that?
Hang on, I'll finish on Maguire. Let me finish on Maguire. So, in terms of Maguire, there's a value associated with him. It looked like he was going to go West Ham. Looks like that's done. That's not on the cards anymore. I don't know if he's sitting at home waiting for Real Madrid to pick the phone up. That's mental if he is. He's got a value associated with him, and it looks like United have to balance the books. So nobody gets to come in unless he goes out. So it looks like Amrabat's probably not going to happen. Looks like Pavard might not happen. He's been linked with Inter as well. Either of those two players accelerate how United are going to play. Harry Maguire's only going to play if everyone's injured and suspended. There's no way Ten Hag goes, yes, Harry, this is the game for you.
Well, this is what Ten Hag had to say anyway about the whole situation.
Can I get your reaction to the fact that Harry Maguire is not now joining West Ham? And from your perspective, what happened to ensure that deal didn't go through?
Oh, the process. That's what I don't know. Only Harry is a player from us. He's a well-credited player from us. I'm happy he's here. So we need a good squad. We have 4 good centre halves, even with Luke Shaw. If you count him, we have 5. And we need that because we go in to play 50, 60 games this season. All the players are internationals. So we have a lot of load to cover. So, I'm very happy Harry Maguire is here. He has to fight for his position, as everyone in this squad. So we construct a squad with double positions, but we need it.
When you say he has to fight for his place, realistically, what do you think he can expect in terms of game time? What opportunities will there be for him?
It's up to him.
Right, so it's a non-answer.
I don't believe him.
It's a non-answer.
Yeah.
He's just clearly tried to sell the guy and then said, I need him in my squad.
He's doing up, try to brush it off.
He's not going
I
to
reckon
say.
deep down he's gutted that he ain't gone.
Yeah, because he's literally holding your club to ransom right now. He's like, yo, I'm not going nowhere, bro. Like, I'll sit here and take this bag and not play football.
So why do managers lie like this though? He said, I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Those are the words he used, I'm very
Flip
happy.
it the other way. He goes, honestly, if I could get a Twix for him, he's gone. Like, you can't say that because that's what comes in next. When a club's negotiating with you to buy him, you get your pants pulled down when you go, I saw a press conference where he said, get him out of my fucking club.
Yeah. He's
we'll
15
Yeah,
mil.
but just choose to say we're pleased or like, you're very happy.
You might get something different when the transfer
extreme.
window when the transfer window closes.
Yeah.
I think you'd get a different response then, but he can't afford to let that happen.
So if he stays,
Does that affect?
if he
But
stays
honest,
and you've
more
been
honest
like, get him out of my club.
Does that affect the sell?
like,
If he came out and was like, yo, this guy's done out here.
That's what he's saying. It's true. If you're the buying club and the manager you're trying to buy off goes, I just need him out of it ASAP. I can't have him. If we don't sell him, we can't go and buy target 1 and 2 over there. Yeah. So the buying club will go, well, we know they're desperate to sell. Let's lowball him. If he's worth 30, we'll give him 15, and he has to take it. Surely.
So is this why Roy Keane said that you lot are the new Tottenham with antics like this? Where you're getting being held to ransom by Harry Maguire.
No manager.
Big
ever
Man
says
United is being held to ransom by Harry Maguire.
I think there's a bigger question here. There's a bigger question here.
They've been held to ransom by their players.
I'm seeing a lot.
But Harry Maguire.
Ten Hag. I'm seeing a lot of noise that some of the fans are saying
weren't Harry
that
Maguire
he's
before
taking
that.
you backwards.
Levels.
Right. Do you reckon? I'm asking you. It's only a question, Howson.
No, they're not.
What? What's the question?
Nobody with a brain is saying that, Joel.
Saying what?
Check the comments.
Ten
He's
Hag's
saying
backwards.
he's taking you guys backwards at the current moment.
Shut up, Joel, man.
Why did you look at me before you said it, bro?
From last season to this season, you went from winning a
It's 2
trophy.
games, bro.
Listen,
Bro,
We lost both games last season. And then go forward,
season. Look, now watch it. Let me land. Last season,
Read this.
Okay, look. Anthony, 82 million. Hoyland, 72
million.
Mount, 55
million.
Casemiro, 51
euros.
Lisandro, 48.
This is ridiculous money, by the way. This is
Onana,
ridiculous
44.
money.
Malacia, 13. And Ericsson on a 3. Now you're telling me that's not backing.
And
When
Ericsson's
you're
one of your
trying
best
to compare to
signings.
Arteta,
No one said he
Arteta
ain't
never
had
had this
backing.
kind of backing.
No one said he ain't had backing.
Arteta had like Mustafi when he had it. Socrates. Look what Arteta won the FA Cup
Who
with.
said it?
I can't lie.
700 mil, yeah. 700
No, but that's after the FA Cup.
I'm just saying he's
That's
spent
a
His
700
first
mil.
season.
No, but
he
FA Cup
literally-
money than his team.
Wait.
That's what I'm saying.
players.
When he got his first season,
Who said
was
that he ain't been
Partey.
backed? Who said he ain't been backed?
No, but where's the excuses? Look at this.
There's pressure because he's spending money. It's not like he's not
It's,
spending money.
ain't it his team now?
No one's denying
How
that.
many
he's
players
got-
in that team is
no one's
not his
denying that
player?
he ain't got pressure.
let him
No
know.
one's denying he ain't got pressure. But we're 2 games in, bruv.
That's facts.
It
It
ain't
is
like
facts.
we're at Christmas or we're we're not even at international break yet.
But you're looking back.
You're pushing too hard.
So, last year,
You're
we lost both the
you're
opening
clutching
games.
too much.
Nah.
We're 2
We're
games,
1
bro.
win ahead.
2 games.
We have to
We're
ask
up
the
on last year.
questions.
2
You're up on
games.
last year.
Last season you had Maguire and them
Factually.
thing in your team when you had that awful start, yeah? This season you have your team.
And the
Do
disarray
you understand?
with
the only
Ronaldo.
thing you're missing is
Number 9.
Hoyland. That's
Number
it.
9.
Everything's there, bro. So what is the excuse? You got big Mason Mount
He could change everything.
running around like a headless
Wait,
chicken.
don't put the pressure on him like that. He's still a young boy.
Oh, yeah, listen.
I want to move it on, otherwise we're
It's
going to be
2
here.
games in, man.
I want to move it on. Wait, sorry, just beforehand.
Yeah.
Spurs without Kane.
Can they be better?
Can they be better?
Yeah, of course, of course. I think with Kane, everything went through Kane. Do you know what I mean? Like he was our creative force, he was our goal scorer. I think now the players know they have to step up. I like Postecoglou now. At first, I was like, yeah. Well, I didn't
Well,
not
since-
like.
since Saturday.
I did not like him.
Just didn't know him,
I
just
didn't
didn't
know a
know
lot about
him.
him.
Yeah.
I didn't know a lot about him.
One win.
I didn't watch Scottish football.
Yeah.
He's
But
got
I've
a
been
winner
watching the
like, he kinda
pre-season.
went-
I've
he
seen the
kinda
first
went
2
Japan
games. It looks like he's already had an influence on the team. You can see the type of football they're trying to play.
It's better.
And I think all these players are buying into it. Like you said, under Conte, Basuma. Non-existent. Now,
Do you know
reinvigorated.
what I think, Craig? I think when Kane's there, when you've got a talisman like a big boy baller like him, yeah, who everyone looks to, when there's any moment of doubt in any player's mind, it's like, where's Kane?
Yeah.
Right? And he finds solutions for them for the last 10 or whatever years. Now, that guy ain't there. So I have to take responsibility.
Facts.
And more players are going, right, I've got to do more. And who else is the go-to guy now? They're working that out. But it reminds me a little bit when at United, Ruud van Nistelrooy, when I signed at United, all I heard in the stadium was Ruud. He was dominant in all areas. The ball had to go into him. The ball didn't come to him. He used to go nuts, right?
Yeah.
And I think we won the league with him?
2003.
Yeah, and I think we won the FA Cup with him. And then when he left, the team just went boom. Now, there's a combination of things maybe and factors. It was like, I think he had a stranglehold on listen, the ball has to come in the box and the ball has to come into me first. When he left, it was Rooney, it was Ronaldo,
blossomed.
and it was like then you had Tevez coming into that, and then you have all these other players where you're spreading the load a little bit, and it's like we're more dangerous because there's more people to play through.
Joe was probably a bigger influence on that. Carrick.
Maybe
Carragher, bad player, you know.
Carragher was great, but what I'm saying just if Ruud van Nistelrooy was still there, Carragher would have been playing that ball to Ruud.
I see what you're
point.
saying. I see the comparison. Like, but I think the only problem I'm seeing with Spurs is these first 2 games, and I know it's 2 games.
They ain't got Ronaldo, Rooney, Tevez.
Not
them
even
guys
just that.
there.
None of our forwards have actually scored. It was 2 defenders in the first game,
Yeah.
Royale and Romero, and in the second game it was Pape Sarr and then an own goal. Like Son hasn't scored, Kulusevski ain't scored, Madison. Like our attacking players
Richarlison.
need to start.
Yeah,
didn't even mention
I was going to say
Exactly. He got subbed at the 70th minute for a defender.
Yeah.
He was fuming.
He was happy,
These men need to step
I
up.
don't know what he was saying to Royale, you know.
What's-
You're probably saying a bad thing, innit?
What the
What's up-
they
what's up
even
with
got
these
He's not going to
that
bet with
there.
Jesus for Brazil.
What's up with that behaviour though?
But that's
do you reckon
political.
Do you reckon that's acceptable?
What? Richarlison?
Yeah, the way
That's
he was
just him.
moving.
That's just him.
Salah did it last week
That's
as well.
just him.
like-
He's crying about Mikel Antonio, like talking about. He's
Yeah,
just a
he's
cry.
I see that, I see that, yeah, I
That's
see
what
that.
he is. He's
And
just an
Antonio
emotional
bangs
guy.
yesterday.
He's an emotional guy. But look, they need to step up. You're talking about life without Kane.
Brazil number 9,
These
you
players
know.
need to step up.
It's politics.
Brazil number 9 though.
It's politics.
It's
No,
different
no,
guy.
he did
He's
his
not
thing in
any
the World
guy.
Cup.
He's not any
Yeah,
guy.
but does
He's
he
a different guy.
Yeah, but does he deserve to start on these performances? It's kind of like Maguire with England.
Who else we got? Who else we got?
Hey, Jesus.
Oh, you're talking about for Brazil?
Yeah, for
Alright,
Brazil.
that was a joke. We're talking about Prem football now.
yeah.
I'm
Endrick.
saying we can't rely on our defensive players to score goals. Like
All the time.
these attackers have got to start stepping up. Like,
Madison will create
will.
what Harry Kane created, but who's going to score what Kane scores?
Such a shame.
play the
He's
young
feeling
boy
wrong.
Dane Scarlett, man. I'm all for the youth.
Yeah, I've been hearing about him for time.
Root
He
for
ain't
the
come
kids,
through yet.
huh?
I've been hearing his name for a long time.
He's
What's
but-
he, the
good.
new Kane?
No, I
I
don't
don't know
if he's a
about
new
that,
Kane.
but he's good.
Is he a striker like?
Yeah, he's
striker,
striker. He's good, but he's featherweight still though. He needs to, you know what I'm saying?
Bulk up a little
Get that
bit.
creatine and
Porridge and that porridge. Yeah, porridge.
yard food.
Yeah, give him some. Give green
I wanna-
banana for breakfast. You know
I
what
want to
mean?
move it on. Otherwise, we're going to be on this section forever.
Okay.
Man City beating Newcastle 1-0. Alvarez.
Tell him result. I was there. I done the game.
Yeah.
Newcastle been scary as well, so that was a big one.
The whole shout before the game was like, this is a great time to get City because they've lost all these amount of goals that come out of their team. Travelling back from Athens, the weather conditions was really hot there. You think, wow, this is a great time to get them. And the way that Newcastle play as well, because they play aggressive, fast football, you thought this is a great time.
Yeah.
Bro, they got schooled, man. They got told to listen, sit down and pipe down for a bit. You ain't ready. Because the way City controlled the game, the way that they just looked so calm and the authority with which they played with, and then for all the creativity that left the team, Foden comes in and does what he done.
Talk about Phil.
Just
Talk about Rio.
mate,
Come on.
unbelievable.
Baller.
Unreal. Like England, Southgate has to bring him in.
Wait, before you go in, let me just say this. Why is it that Pep treats him as if he's still a youth player trying to break into the team?
Yeah.
So when you got De Bruyne,
Oh, no.
and they had Gundogan.
you got Gundogan, your captain, who in every big moment come up and score goals, right?
Not every big moment.
Gundogan in the run-in.
Last season.
Running Gundogan.
Before that as well, he's always been like
For
that.
a couple of seasons, but he doesn't deserve...
last season when they were 2-0 down, he
scored
was
2 goals,
It was him that turned super.
Bro, but he's a big game player.
He's a big game player.
Don't
Even
ever
in the
get
Champions League
twisted.
final for Dortmund, he scored the goal.
Gundogan, don't get twisted, is a big game player.
You say that, but you say that. But I'm talking about, I know it's only the Community Shield, but for example, he comes on he comes on as a sub, 60 minutes in, he's playing on the wing. It's like, Foden, he should be playing down the middle, like what he's showing now, playing down the middle, give the guy
No, I know, but listen, even before that, you've got David Silva, arguably one of the best players in City's history. You've got Kevin De Bruyne, one of the best midfielders in his generation.
His career when Foden come in, and
but he's still controlling the rhythm of the game.
He don't even like say, all right, cool. He'll still put in the point.
When you got these players, bro, it's not like you're saying, there's meaty players about.
And he's not getting a chance. And when he gets a chance, he actually balls out.
I want to see Phil Foden play. I love the way he plays. His talent is unreal, yeah?
What do you have to do?
I
know, but if they win
Prems.
But they're winning the Premier League. He's on 5 Prem. That's the point. That's the point.
Not just that, bro. They won the treble last year, and he didn't play as
more.
much as he wanted to. So Pep's kind of justified in what he was doing, really.
Also last season, he scored 15 goals last
season.
season. Also last season, he was injured. He had an injury and he got appendicitis as well. So it ain't just like, Pep's not picking him. He come out, the rhythm teams him with. He's had 2 injuries, Joel. And the team win the treble. Why are you going to change it?
Also, they won fucking everything. I don't think you can
can't change it.
Listen, it's hard to, but also at the same time, when you've got that type of talent sitting there,
he's got
really
talent.
Difficult.
But he's got Kevin De Bruyne. It's not like he's got any man coming at the team. Kevin De Bruyne has got to be displaced to bring my man in.
All right, cool.
Or Bernardo Silva. Arguably the best player last season as well. And then you got Gundogan, the captain.
This season, I want to see him play more.
He will, but Gundogan's not there.
Gundogan's gone.
Gundogan's not
De Bruyne's
there.
out for 4 months.
He'll probably play on the wing and replace Mahrez.
No.
He might at times.
Maybe he might at times.
You know he will. He's going to play more.
But what he done the other day against Newcastle, who potentially a Champions League team in this season.
He showed Mahrez, this is how
he
it's done,
said,
mate.
"Listen, I am levels now. Come on." And he said to Pep, but Pep ain't one of them guys you're just gonna go, I've played well there and expect to play, because he does a madness.
Yeah, you can't talk to him. You can't.
And he adapts for every game. He preps for he looks at all the details. Like if he thinks Foden should slot him for a certain game, and he's gonna do it. He doesn't care about names or anything like that.
Rodri said it the other day. Rodri said that he's the best player at receiving the ball between the lines and turning and facing defenders.
Rodri said Foden is.
Yeah, he said he's
I believe it.
The best.
I believe it.
Pep said, basically Pep was saying in the interview, he didn't say it word for word, but he was basically saying when it comes to retention, he needs to learn how to release the ball a little bit more. So I don't know if that's his issue.
He's got that bullshit about him where he holds and then he's trying to draw in the tackle and then he tries to play it.
So
interesting.
You man will find any way to slide Wilshere in there.
Wilshere was if Wilshere was not injured, Wilshere would have been the greatest of his generation, bro. Let's be real, brother. The man was bossing Xavi, Iniesta at the age of 19.
I heard that right.
Yeah, you heard that right.
I heard him. Wilshere was a baller. But you know what was one of those things? You know when that hot water's just poured over like something, and all of a sudden someone comes in with like an ice palm, just goes bang in there and says, "Calm yourself down." When he played that game where he played brilliant against Barca, and that's all you talk about. No, he was
no, because he got injured after that.
But the Arsenal fan base, as per usual, went nuts after that game about him, yeah? But did you see the press conference after that?
Yeah, Pep said that
I have three
loads of them. He goes, there's loads of them in the academy.
So I got better than that was like a little, listen, calm it, relax.
Nah,
And
but-
you know that he's talking
Arsenal
about.
fans went, fuck that noise.
Yeah.
But that's just Pep as well, though, isn't it?
I like he does that. Look at him now.
no,
Like,
it's
oh,
true.
I lost the community shield,
Yeah,
but they
how
won.
many trophies
Philly
were-
baby, any
3 times in a row. Yeah,
What is
come
he
on.
channeling
He
Jose
does, but
Mourinho?
I'm saying it's
3
that
times.
Wilshere was a nuts player. It's unlucky he didn't get to fulfill it. You just so it makes it an impossible argument to have. But one guy I'd like to talk about, Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
Interested to see this window how it plays out because I think he wants to just play regular football.
Do you think
Because
he's ready as well? Because he's a big
mad
game
talent,
player, like
mad talent.
Community Shield, the Super Cup.
Yeah, he's got.
pulling
And
out
you
the
know
big
what I
moments.
like about this kid?
big
Yeah,
game.
he has got
Two friendlies.
the mad
Super Cup.
confidence.
That's a come on.
Like he
man.
comes out for the warm up before a game, and he knows Joe you kill me for that. He's like Lescott, Jolien Lescott.
Wow.
He knows Jolien, yeah. Sorry, Joe. He knows Jolien really well from being his coach at 21s. But he walks out for the warm up, yeah, and my man's got his shorts halfway down his bum, and he's just cracking jokes with Jolien from the side. He'll hit a shot and look at Jolien and just say, like if he's banged it top corner or something, like he's just like. And I remember going out for warm ups. I had to be laser focused to perform. I couldn't do this like getting
Half
jokes with
in it,
people in
yeah.
the crowd and all that.
Is that a
focus.
forward player thing though? Because I see a
Maybe,
lot of
or
forward players do that.
Just
sort
every
of
player's in just different.
Yeah,
maybe.
defensive, you lot are more. Forwards are like, hey.
Yeah.
Speaking of forwards, Alvarez though.
That's what I can say. I saw a tweet and somebody
Alvarez.
said that Haaland, that Alvarez is a better player.
That's the
than
truth.
Haaland.
Facts.
No way.
No, as a player.
As a player,
I hear what you're
not
saying,
as a goal
player,
scorer,
not
as a player,
scorer.
as
He's
a-
a player.
as a
His
footballer.
game
No,
is
I
what-
don't-
No?
Have you seen the ball come
And
into him a few times?
And Man City fans were debating this.
I
Yeah, but they don't know what football.
I don't think Alvarez is that rounded off to be able to definitely go. He's a much better player outside of the
We
goals.
didn't say
than
much better
Alonso.
player. We
No.
said he's a better player.
yeah.
I don't think they'll be.
I think so.
I understand the perspective because Haaland's quite.
Yeah.
Stiff.
Yeah, there's a
he
stiff-
plays
there is a-
channels.
Yeah.
Stiff.
But
he
he's
can't
Central,
whine.
He's just-
central, yeah.
You guys been in love.
It's Haaland like dropping a wine at Carnival.
Are you mad?
You don't reckon?
He's ever getting
way.
broke on the wall.
I
like-
reckon he would, yeah, but I don't know if there's because I think he's that kind of
He
guy
might
who
malfunction.
embrace it. But
Yeah.
I don't know if the hips will be able to swivel.
He would embrace it. He would embrace
There's
it,
no
but-
rhythm there. There's no
Yeah.
rhythm.
No?
Alvarez has got rhythm though. You could tell.
Yeah, them Argentinian man, he's a.
Yeah.
That goal was crazy as
Yeah,
well.
he didn't even.
man.
Do you know he didn't even look? He literally knew where
Yeah.
he was in
Called
the
it
in the area
Reverse
and just
corner.
boom,
Mad.
top corner, roast it.
Mad.
But I never
He's-
expected them to play together the way. That's the thing about Pep, man. He just switches things around all the time. When I saw the team sheet,
Yeah,
and
Guardiola
Alvarez
on
was
the
there, I was
left.
like, "What's going on?"
He said he'll find a way as well after the De Bruyne injury. He said, "Yo, if we don't go out in the market, we'll find a way of what we have." And Newcastle was a big test, and
I
he
think
found a
they've
way.
got to go
Fam.
out. I think they need
Miracles
to go
on
out
a
the market.
shoestring.
You think they need to go?
I think they do.
What was that, Steve?
Because how long is he out for?
Miracles on a shoestring.
4 months.
Yeah.
4. So you don't think they can get to January?
Yeah, but then what type of De Bruyne comes back? How long it take him to get back into?
So I'm saying you don't think they can go to January and then maybe see and maybe then go into
I
the
don't
market?
think City need or will panic, but I do believe they need to. Because listen, 80 plus goals has come out of the team. Mahrez or goal involvements. Mahrez,
Gundo
Gundogan,
and De Bruyne.
De Bruyne, and even Bernardo Silva's not. He don't
Yeah,
score a lot
yeah.
of goals, but they're out the team. Yeah, at the moment, it's a lot of goals involvements. How do you replace that? They brought in Kovacic, don't score goals. They brought in Guardiola, centre half, don't score goals. So to replace that, and also if they're going to go and repeat or get near repeating what they've done last season, Haaland's got to get 50, 60 again.
It's true.
So you're asking a lot of a
He was
squad.
missing a lot against
I
Newcastle.
think he still does.
Yeah, I think he bangs.
Newcastle. Still joy for them, though, isn't it? Like,
They're going to get in the Champions League. I think they're getting a Champions League spot this year.
You think so?
I think they will. Yeah, I think they're
Tonali.
a unit, man.
Losing to City's no shame.
Tonali.
Really, is
Tonali.
it?
I like
Only
him.
50 mil as well. Like
Yeah, in today's current,
you paid more for Mount.
paid more for Mount. Yeah, won the Champions League, didn't he? Mount at Chelsea, integral.
Tonali's a kid.
I'm just saying, bro. What are you laughing at? It's a fact. I've just given you a fact.
No,
right
no,
there.
I hear you. It's him. It's him. He's killing me. It's the way he's looking at you.
Let's move on to Liverpool.
This guy was my nemesis, bro. Nemesis,
know.
bro. Hey, you don't understand.
We gave
It's
you.
only today that I'm teaming up Arsenal. Usually I'm with Man. It's
Let
usually
me
I'm
get
with
in
Man
as well.
United.
It's an
on you
absolute
lot.
honour and pleasure. Yeah, let me get that in as well, bro. To be on the show.
No,
real,
we
like,
appreciate having
absolute
you, man.
legend.
Yeah, yeah,
understand?
same.
It was a nice surprise this morning seeing you.
Yeah,
We
John
knew,
was like, yo, I
we knew
ain't
Craig
telling
was
him.
coming. I see him yesterday.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, Mitch is coming. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, Rio knows that. I said, yeah, you know I'm coming. How did you know?
So what was the problem? But what
Yeah,
between us? So how was you them times? Was you as vocal? But them times when we used to come down to that to
What,
your
to Emirates?
place and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
was in the crowd cussing off your clout.
Is
I'm
it?
not gonna lie. Yeah, like, I was that guy. Like, nothing personal, but I
yeah,
would rip
yeah.
your clout like
Is
you're
it?
B-Tech Campbell.
Oh my days.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was giving it, bro. I can't lie, man.
And that's big cap as well.
Yeah.
Why?
That's big, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Let's be real, bro.
Wait, hang on. You put Campbell above Rio, yeah?
Let's be real, bro.
If we did a combined like Arsenal 11,
which we're gonna do, by the way, for the United
I'm
versus
just talking
Arsenal fixture.
all-time centre backs in Premier League. He's there, and
Wait,
the other man that we don't really name.
You took off the headphones now.
Yeah.
All right, you took off the headphones. Yeah. When we signed Campbell, he was on the verge of being the best centre back in the world. When we signed him, by the end of the season of winning the double, he was the best centre back in the world.
What year was that?
2002. He was the best, bro.
How many years did he do it for?
Bro, he did it until...
How many years did he do it for at that level?
He did it for 3 years. There was no better centre back for me.
How many years did Rio do it for?
What's his Rio was what? Rio for me was what? 07. I think that's when you said, yo, Medea. Yeah?
No, a little bit before that.
Nah, I think that's when, for me, like, because I was like,
Remember, still getting meaty,
it's Rolls Royce, yeah, but it's just, I need a little something blood. Like.
MOT, one more MOT.
Yeah, and then when you got that, I think it was that because you got the first league title in 03, but you were still a jubby. When you got that one now, you was like main part of the team, main stayer. You was.
It's funny because you say when you got
the semi-final Champions League, you had AC Milan, Kaka. That's when I said, all right, cool, you're there now still. Then you get me. That's when you went, cool.
You said it first time you won the league. You said you won it, but you didn't feel like you
weren't.
You see,
that was personal. I didn't think that like if I come out the team, did they miss me really?
Like, for me, 07. If you went out the team, it was like.
See what happened in 2004.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but like, but in the first season, I just didn't feel like the other players would be like, "Oh no, Rio's not playing." I don't know if they might say something different, but that's just how I felt. So I couldn't hide that. So what do you think about what you said about Sol?
I rate Sol Campbell highly.
Top.
Yeah,
top.
I actually wanted to. I was thinking
United almost signed him.
It was nice.
Before you go,
Juventus.
Before you start, around them years, around 2001, 2000, 2002 maybe as well, and a little bit. I remember vividly the United players used to be at England going to Sol, come on man, when he's at Spurs, come on, you got to come man. And Sol used to go like, he was kind of, Sol was cool and calm. He used to go, and they used to go, come on man, just come. And I used to sit there and think, wow, when are they going to say it to me, man? That's what I used to say. When are these United players going to come and say to me, listen man, Rio, come to
So what, do you think Saka and them were saying to Rice, yo, pull up, bro?
100%. That's what happens in these squads.
Yeah, they do,
these players are
So
the
what,
agents.
do you think Kane had a part in Maddison going to Tottenham and saying, yo, you need to go rise a thing for me?
Nah, because I think Maddison was trying to go to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Really, they had Champions League, but then they spent all their money on other players. I think Spurs was. I have to be real. I think Spurs is probably a second choice. But Sol Campbell, this is a touchy thing. Like we're talking about this too much.
I don't like this.
That was our captain that left the tree.
So Ledley.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
Ledley.
I wanted to talk to you about
Better human being anyway.
your
human being.
partnership with him.
That's my brother, Sol. Big up Sol every time, bro.
Hold on, guys. A bit older here. Go on.
Yeah, I think your partnership with him for England was the best.
Yeah,
I've seen.
2002 World Cup. You made me. That's the first time I believed we can win the World Cup. And then Dino with his mad self.
In an England shirt, he's my favourite partner. We were like.
I remember you doing the skank.
Yeah, the both.
I was gassed. I can't lie, man. I was like, yo, that's one of the madness.
No, he was because our styles just complemented.
Yeah, exactly.
We were both quick. He wanted to attack the ball.
Yeah, it was like you and Vidic.
Yeah, but he could also cover as well because he was quick enough and like so.
We both stepped in with it as well.
Yeah.
Did he help your game?
Yeah, he was.
Did he take you under his wing like say, yo, Rio, I can see you.
No, he weren't. Sol weren't like that. Sol was like a I'll see where you're going with that. Yeah. Sol was more like not selfish, but he wanted to, he's tunnel vision. He wants to be the best, and I respected that. And we got on really well off the pitch. Like we used to go out and that and stuff, and we used to go and have coffee a lot. But he was a good guy, man, good guy. But he was a top player, man. Fast, strong, aggressive, fearless. Believed he was the best. It's good. That's all you needed.
It was class, but I don't think. I think from 2002, and it's not me saying it as well. Remember that report I sent you from that book? It was calling Rio the best centre half in the world in 2002 when United signed him. I got to go off that. He was there, and when we signed him, he was good from the get-go. The rest of the team was dysfunctional. As we were talking about before, it kind of channeled through Rude a little bit. Midfield was fucking Jemba and Kleberson. Like Roy Keane was all over the gaff at the time.
Man said Jemba was the new Vieira. I can remember that.
No, he had a good charity shield, that's why. Good charity shield.
And then once we sorted midfield out,
They patterned. From Carragher came in, that's when your team...
But it's not everyone can be a massive signing and go in and hit the ground running.
So all these players you're talking about came from us.
It happens, you know what I mean? Every now and again it happens.
Guys, all right, look.
Went over a few heads out, didn't it?
Really quickly, Liverpool beating Bournemouth 3-1.
Irrelevant.
Well, got to talk about it, don't we? Really quickly.
Awful dives. Never been
McAllister?
discussed. Sort it out.
These are Liverpool's neck.
Yeah, that was mad though. No, the McAllister.
No, the McAllister red card.
That one a red card. That one a red card.
No,
Not the boss
his fault was. His fault was.
Some
It wasn't a red card.
decisions have been mad.
But isn't it if your studs are showing though?
But they weren't really.
Was
all
there
the
intent?
time. I see them challenges all the time.
It was soft.
Like he was like,
Also, I think
you give him a decision.
The wordings around something like if you're out of control and that as well is a big part.
That's the wording.
Yeah, okay.
Was he though?
Nothing ever stays.
You weren't out of control.
Bro, I saw 5 other challenges this weekend.
Worse.
Similar or worse. And it was a yellow.
Yeah.
Or some of them weren't even yellow.
Inconsistencies, man, in the decisions.
That's the one.
Trent
Shite.
using the ball where he did.
Well, when you play the way he does, you're going to lose the ball. Risk.
Well, we nitpicking now, though. What do you mean?
No, they won 3-1, bro.
what about
I
Allister?
know, but I'm just talking about this one's for Robbie Savage. He was coming talking, oh yeah, but you know he's great position. Well, hang on a minute. If you're past the ball like that, surely you should be able to control it there.
No, I agree.
Right?
But just the
From
thing with
that
Trent,
position, right?
Trent, he takes more
see
risk
it?
than any fullback in the game with the ball. It's the way he plays. He's a high risk player with the ball, and everything he does is about going forward. I think it's well documented defensively. If he focuses more on his defensive stuff, he'll
go
have a chance.
clear.
Did we see how he received the ball? That was a bad touch.
I'm not denying that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it happens, innit? Like, it happens.
You know how many times the ball went under Gary Neville's foot at Old Trafford and the man used to go nuts? Like, what is going on there?
So I got a confession, mate. I used to give Neville some shit.
You know what? It's
about couple
the
seasons.
ability.
Where my season ticket was, it was like on the edge or the line coming
On
out
his
from the
channel.
byline. Yeah, right where Gary Neville was. He did my fucking head in for about 2 years.
Why? The ball just going out
It
of
was
play.
just shit.
Was he?
For the last 2 years, he was.
Oh yeah, I remember the West Brom game when he gave God, I said, nah, you're finished.
To be fair to him, you know, guys.
He retired straight after, though, innit?
After, but he came in. I remember he was in the toilet for a long time. And I was thinking, what's going on? But I remember there's a lot of players, they make mistakes and stuff like that. They just walk in and just head down and just try and get away from it all. But he come in and went, guys, that was my fault. And to be fair, I said, no, I should have covered him. He went, it was my fault, Gaff. I said, no, it was me. I should have been covering the wide player for you. But he was honest about himself, man. It was like, you know, when you respect someone for like me, I went QPR trying to that extra fight, like the boxers, that extra another fight. It's not in you.
Can I just say that before we move it on? The last couple of years with Neville, I give him stick, but I hate how he downplays his career now because he was so good.
He knows, though.
So good.
He knows.
I think he's pandered
most.
to the neutrals too much.
Yeah, he got the most out of his ability.
He's the most consistent. I'll
Yeah.
give him that. No one's been more consistent.
He used
I
to
think
rap
Carl
with me.
Walker's the best right back the Premier League's had.
Probably. I think, and when I think about Gary Neville, I think for a couple of years, even Danny Mills was ahead of him.
Because I was thinking about it,
Yeah.
like with the all, I said, you know what? There's none.
Yeah,
What
for a
did you
couple
say?
of years.
What did you say there?
Danny Mills.
Yeah, for a
Did you
couple of
say-
years.
Whoa,
For a
blood. I'm
couple
not gonna lie.
years.
Rio,
can't lie,
I
for
know
a
he was in the
couple years.
O2 team. When he got picked, for, like when Bearman was injured, I was rattled, blood. I was
Can't lie,
rattled.
for a couple years.
I can't lie.
Any
For one or two-
authority you have at this table needs to be revoked
Yeah, I'm
right
Telling
now.
you guys
Danny
can-
Mills will
you
tell you
guys
that
can play
himself.
it like- for a couple years, Danny Mills was running.
Don't
Gary
use
Neville.
getting
I'm
picked
telling
for
you.
England.
Running
does
Gary
it?
Neville.
Oh my
Yeah.
days.
Gary Neville's injured. That's why he got England team.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I said the
I
whole
reckon
team
for
was
a couple
injured and
years.
he got picked, bro. There was no right.
But he
back.
done
I
well.
was
He done-
fuming.
the
For a
World
couple
Cup is
years-
unbelievable.
For a
Yeah,
couple
yeah, yeah.
years, I think he's ahead
Mills
of Gary
was a
Neville.
good player, don't get me wrong, but you can't put him in the same category as Gary Neville.
I don't know. You're gonna say that you're a United fan. Of course, you're gonna go like that.
Right, then what was Danny was good at? Tell me.
I don't do that, Rio.
I'm only asking you so you can tell me.
We can have a, I'm not getting sucked into this today.
I see him get ripped a lot one-on-one.
West Ham 3, Chelsea 1.
Sorry, hold on. Did we agree that Carl Walker's the best right back in Premier League?
Yeah.
I think he's underrated, Carl Walker. I don't think enough people talk about him. Yeah, no, I do. I think we've said it today, best right back in the league, yeah, like the Prem's ever seen, but that's not said enough, in my opinion. We say about Ashley Cole.
I think only because of the last 2 seasons he's had,
Yeah.
I think always it used to be thrown at him because he was an attacking right back before. Pace getting up
His
there.
pace would save him.
But everyone used to say, but defensively goes to sleep every now and again, concentration. Well, now he's flipped his whole game, doesn't really go forward as much anymore. But I haven't seen a fullback, probably since Ashley Cole locked down the top A-listers.
Mbappe, Vinny,
Like he has.
everyone.
Unreal.
Reece James might get there though.
Yeah, I reckon Reece James
He
has
might
got
get
more
there,
in his game, but I don't, if it's finding the balance.
And injuries.
And injuries.
Injuries are killing him.
They play him
Injuries,
in a free.
man.
Yeah.
You know.
On the side of a free.
Okay, cool. So
James has got it.
talking about Chelsea, West Ham beating them 3-1. I didn't see it.
Go on, you Irons.
10 man West Ham.
For 21 minutes.
Antonio coming up.
David Moyes loses his best player and turns over Chelsea with how much is that team worth?
938 million.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's just what they spent in the last year. They didn't get any of the rest of them players for free. Like,
Do you
Chelsea
rate any of them
spend-
players they've signed? Who do you rate out of the Chelsea
Malo
players?
Gusto's a real player. Not that he's shown it this
Obviously, they
weekend.
got Caicedo and Lavia.
Caicedo's unreal.
And Lavia.
Lavia's a baller.
Yeah.
Caicedo's-
I like that Jackson, but he needs to he's very raw.
I didn't
but
think
he's
he was
good,
all
though.
that. People
Nah,
were
he's
gassing
good,
him.
man.
I like
Nah,
him.
he's good,
He is good.
He did play well
but
as well.
the way they were
First
gassing him at
half, yeah.
Villarreal, the
He's
way they were
rushed, he's
gassing
rushed.
him,
Nah,
it was
he's
like
he's raw. Like he's
Enzo.
he's raw.
Enzo's class.
Enzo-
Enzo's
baller.
cold.
I wouldn't say he's rash. I think he just needs to develop more. Did you say he was rash?
Yeah, I think in terms of finishing, a bit rash.
Yeah,
Like,
he is.
he rushes himself.
He needs to
He'll
get
experience
better,
time.
He'll get
time.
better. I like that. I like Chukwueze.
Yeah,
He's
that
just
goal was
always been
nasty.
good.
That goal was
He's
a
always been
banger.
good.
That was a street
venom.
move that moved him
Yeah,
up.
that was raw.
Moved him up.
That
Nice.
was-
I was saying,
Bow.
I was saying to Charlie outside, I was like, when are they going to start playing Amari Hutchinson more? They nicked
young
him
though,
from
isn't
us.
he? He's young.
Bro,
young,
he's on loan at Ipswich.
He's young.
They've loaned
Signed
him
about
up.
1,000
And he's played
players,
like-
Joel. They're not gonna.
Literally, they've
He's
spent
played
a
10
billion.
minutes.
Yeah,
He's
a
played 10
billion.
minutes football. They don't even start him. He's on the bench.
So what's the
like
point?
whoever I said it like on Twitter. I said whoever advised him like to leave Arsenal.
Bad.
It's stupidness,
I heard
bro.
it was all about.
It must be blood because why else are you gonna do it? Like they keep signing wingers as well, so you're going lower down the
You
pecking
see
order.
Arsenal. What young players are consistently in your first team squad? Young.
Kozia Dubry's there now.
Is he in your squad? Are they
Like,
getting minutes? Are they getting minutes?
Nah, he's like on the bench.
What happened to the kid that he debuted against United last year?
He scored a hat-trick in the 21s the other day, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
he's a
saw
winger.
that, I saw that.
They're likening him to Saka.
Is it?
Yeah, he's saying he's the next Saka.
It's big boots.
Yeah, he's a baller.
Yeah, but they're going to say that because it's a similar frame. Similar
Nah, but
everything,
what
so
he if you look at Saka there and him,
he's ahead.
of Saka.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just going back to that Chelsea West Ham game though, yeah. I know obviously they lost bad and it is bad, but that result didn't really reflect the game though. Did you watch the game?
Yeah,
Chelsea first
They
half.
were
They had him on the
dominating
ropes, they had him on
them.
the ropes.
Do you think David Moyes cares?
No, of course he doesn't care. But I'm talking about for
called me
Chelsea's
last night
performance.
at
Like,
10:30 at night, laughing.
But that's what you expect with
So-
that team. David Moyes is always going to do a smash and grab on that.
yeah.
And
The
be
problem with
well
Chelsea, you just don't. With all them signings, like Nottingham Forest at the beginning of last season, 20 odd players they signed, you're thinking, no one knows what you're going to get.
How you gonna gel?
Yeah.
That
I don't
quickly?
think Pochettino knows his best side.
It's difficult
That's why
for
he
him.
picked the side he did. Chelsea fans were fuming on Twitter. They were going mad.
But you know what? I believe in Pochettino working with young talent
Yeah,
though,
same.
because I saw it at Spurs
Yeah, you
first
see it
time.
for
Like
yourself.
with young players, if there's any manager you want to come in and work
He needs
with
to
young
get a
players,
set
it's
11
him.
though.
But it's hard right
when
now
you're-
because
I mean,
you're trying to figure them out.
Yeah, but how you still keep it like, I hear Gallagher had a good game, but brother, you got Lavia and you got Caicedo now.
I don't know
Caicedo
how
had
them
a
didn't start.
stinker.
But is that because he never, if Caicedo started, would it have been a different performance? You've been thrown in and you're kind of
But
moving
has
around.
he- has
The
he
one-
really
I
had-
think it was
has he
stupidness
really
as well.
had
Let
a
me get that
pre-season
in.
though?
No, I don't think so. But
He
the
hasn't.
big worry for me, not worry, but the one thing I've been looking at lately is when you look at the Brighton players, is the system and the way that they play making them
You think
shine?
they're system players?
Because Cucurella went to Chelsea, ain't done it yet. Basuma last season,
No.
now he's had 2 games.
2
to start
games, that's
as
it.
well.
He could still
But I'm
go-
saying
he
we're
could
basing
still
it
go
on-
left.
I'm not denying that these guys
I
ain't
think
been playing.
Basuma had
yeah.
issues.
But if I go through the players like that they sold, Ben White's now sub at Arsenal.
The only one's Leo. But Leo should start for Arsenal.
He's sub at Arsenal.
But he should start.
I think he's a good player. But what
Baller.
I'm saying is like, are them players?
Ben's not sub
transferred?
now, actually, to be honest. Ben has been moved to centre back. They've subbed Gabriel. Don't ask me why. They've moved Saliba to left. Left centre
I get
back.
your point.
I'm
though.
happy about
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
I'll tell you
What?
Say again?
I got my thoughts about Gabriel. That's why.
Why,
Carry on.
yoy?
Yeah, I do.
Do you rate him?
Bro, I was a big, what's the word?
Advocate.
Yeah, I did not know. Advocate is a supporter, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I was a big.
You was against. You was against.
Yeah, I was anti that.
Sorry,
I said
Troopz. I should've
Bozo.
known he's against.
Yeah, Bozo and all of that. But then since no real talk, I'm honest. But then since Saliba's come in, like I think like see like for example, Thiago Silva, I don't think he needs a partner. I think whoever he plays along, he will do his job. I think Gabriel Saliba makes him better, way better, bro, way better. I
It
think
makes
he's
him look better.
No, he plays better, bro. Because there was times when Saliba went downhill last year, Gabriel was holding him.
He didn't see them moments when he went downhill.
I saw them, bro. You
glad
understand?
someone
And
did.
like, for me to say that, That's big. Isn't it?
Can I just say, we haven't touched on the Lionesses from yesterday.
Yeah, we're
And I
supposed
think
to, yeah.
you need to.
Yo,
we're
the
going
ref.
to. Oh, we're going to. No, we're going to give it a proper section. Don't worry about
Me-
that.
me
We're
and-
coming
me
to
and-
it.
me and Craig
We're
were
just
together.
wrapping up. We're just wrapping up the quick prem games here.
Yeah, bro.
Nottingham Forest beating Sheffield United 2-1.
result.
Yo, that hammer goal
Yeah.
for United Sheffield. Jesus Christ, blood.
Brighton beating Wolves 4-1.
Brighton are
Wolves
a
still
problem.
crying.
Matoma,
Well, Brighton are a problem.
Baller.
bro,
Brighton.
man's doing
Matoma.
Henry against Liverpool.
No,
Yeah,
Matoma's a
that was
baller.
That was
Matoma.
Can we put
Who
up
does the
the
recruitment at
can we put
Brighton,
up the WhatsApp message? Flex believes that Solly March is definitely better than Anthony. Let's just put that on the screen right now.
It's a low bar,
Thank
Joel.
you very much.
It's a low bar.
Thanks, Flex.
He's going to
I
lose
called
that
him
place to
Troopz as well, and he
Diallo
was
or
upset with me.
Palestri or
I see that. I see that in
me
the
by the
group.
end of the season.
On the screen, yeah. Thanks, Flex.
Matoma, man.
I like
Yeah.
him.
Nah, top baller.
I like him.
Would you
Is it
say he's a system baller, or would you think he could leave and actually?
Of the way that my man could go carnival, the way he's moving, he could go carnival.
He's
seriously.
in there, bro. He's at the barbecue.
Yeah,
dog.
he's there.
Yeah,
He's at the barbecue.
He's got
He's got
a-
hot sauce.
Yeah, he's got a red stripe.
Yeah, hot sauce. Trust
there.
me.
A Wolves done.
Well,
They- did they blow their load
they've given
against
two
United?
completely opposite performances.
Yeah.
Against United, that looked like a mobile
Yeah, they look
team, great in transitions that you think, you know what, they're going to get big results
If the
this year.
Fabio Silva goal stands, it could be different, though, because he went 1-0 offside,
yeah.
though. That could have changed the game. That was at 0-0. At that point, Wolves were in
Cunha,
the
if Cunha, the
ascendancy.
Cunha at Old Trafford plays this season for them, they get results.
Neto's looking like he's
Yeah,
back to it
Neto.
as well, fam.
What was Nunes doing with that red card as well? Like, what was that about?
I don't know.
He was moving mad. There was just no need for all of that. Like,
There was a lot of unnecessary red
Yeah,
cards this
I thought
weekend.
that as well.
I think even the Ream one for Fulham, that was struck as well.
Brentford beating Fulham 3-0.
Yeah,
That was
see?
a big result.
Does Mbeumo know?
Well-
Has he not read the script that everyone's wrote him off this year?
Yeah,
Like,
he don't
Mad,
care, does he?
doesn't
he?
He's
Yeah.
on it.
He's
He's
on
got
it.
three
He's got a
goals
little
already.
Lacazette look
On
in
it.
it.
He's
Just
got
like
3
Lacazette,
goals
you know.
already.
He just the way he's like, he looks like he just don't give a.
Yeah.
Like Tony's gone, I'm the guy.
Yeah. It's like he's been relishing for the moment, isn't it? Good for him. Villa beating Everton
Wow, that
4-0.
was a slappage.
Bailey, golden
Bailey,
assist.
yeah.
Jamaica, Gaza, was come on, from Marvelly. Another one from Marvelly. Me, Sterling. Wait, Bailey. Gang.
And of
Yeah,
course, Crystal Palace
Wait.
versus Gone.
Can we talk about how bad Everton were?
Yeah, they were.
Because
Michael
that
Keane.
was a big
Shocking.
audition for Championship
shocking.
next
Oh
year.
my
That was,
days.
oh my
I said
days.
audition.
They got hurt, mate.
Bro, I thought Wolves were going down. I put them in my relegation. I've put Everton now.
You've got
I think
to-
Everton, this is the
You
year.
don't think
that-
you don't think Dice does it?
escape it.
You don't think
Nah,
Dice
who's
does
there?
it?
Look, Calvin come and get tumped
Yeah,
in his
he's
eye
aye, yeah,
respectfully.
he's
He's
aye.
gone again now. Who's banging goals for them, bro?
Looks like Damari Gray's going.
Damari's going Saudi.
Yeah, I don't know where they get their goals.
You
from.
see me?
there's-
It's not the
There's
goals, it's
nothing
the way
there,
they're
bro.
defending.
I think there's 3 teams worse than them.
Blood,
so
you
many
see,
gaps.
There's definitely 3
with
teams
Wolves,
worse
they're
than them.
creating. So it's just a matter of time for them to actually hit
Do
the belly.
you still
They're
want
not creating
Onana at
nothing.
United?
Sheffield's gone.
You still want Onana at United?
I just reckon.
He would be
listen,
like the 4th or 5th player in that we need. But yeah, I can see a reason. You were so wrong on his.
Yeah, I was going to say, I reckon
Right,
what
we'll
we're
see.
saying
We'll
is
let that play out.
you're just a little bit harsh on your opinion on Onana. That's it. Everton and Onana.
Even out of
He
your overrated.
doesn't
He's
rate
good.
him at all. See,
I would have
he's
taken him
decent.
at Arsenal.
He's decent.
Like, as not as a starter, but like instead of El Neni. Yeah, 100%.
But that's not really.
No, but if, say for example, one of our men get injured now, El Neni's the go-to. That's not a go-to, bro. Same with like Nketiah. The level is not there.
You don't think
I don't
Nketiah
agree.
is a
I'm
go-to?
not having any Nketiah slander this year.
31 goals in 31 games. What, 5 goals in Premier League?
Yeah, but listen,
People say,
did you not say that we need to use the eye test more than anything?
yeah, and I don't see nothing that he brings to the team. Like.
So what was he
Bro.
doing last year? I mean, last week.
Bro, it's not in the Forest, blood.
It don't matter.
Like, let me see him do that against City. He ain't doing that. He probably won't even
Yeah, but
start.
none-
Trossard will probably go in instead.
What,
Yeah,
what
none of
about
our
last
guys-
season when you lost Jesus and he come in, he done all right?
And then we went and got Trossard because he fell off. He had a little purple patch.
Yeah, but
that
you
was
can't.
it, bro.
Yeah, but you can't expect him to carry the
He's
team
scoring
throughout
goals.
the whole
Like
of the
the
season.
West Ham game, it was 2-1. You make
You're
it 3-1.
harsh, man.
You're not making
You're
it
mad or
2-1.
you're
You're not
harsh.
getting like the only game was a Man United game, respectfully. Chelsea
Yeah.
away, anyone could have done that, bro.
What, the
That
season
Chelsea,
before?
yeah, the
Or
4-2.
last
That
season?
Chelsea team was all over the place. All over
still
the
got
place.
to score.
Half their fan base weren't even
listen.
allowed at the allowed
You're
at the
being
crowd.
I like
too
Eddie.
much.
I like Eddie. I think Eddie's good, man. I only thing I think is if you're going up against Man City for this title and
You
they've got
can't- yeah,
Haaland and
that's not a joke,
Alvarez,
bro.
like this,
I've been pushing
the
Tony
levels.
before he started coming out
But
and saying that he's
they're levels for
Arsenal.
Jesus as well, though.
No, but Jesus is
They're
before
levels,
It's
them
true.
two are levels for Jesus, bro.
It's true.
Who?
Alvarez and Haaland.
true.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why he
But-
left.
It's
but,
true.
But I'm saying Tony and Jesus. If you have them two, then Walk one.
Ivan
Tony
Toney.
does everything that
Ivan Toney. Yeah.
Ivan. He does
Nah, we
everything
need
that
that.
Jesus
Relax,
does
we
and
need that.
add goals.
We need that more than you lot
Nah,
do.
you might go for Evan. You might go for Evan Ferguson. BTEC Kane. He's just from Ireland.
He's
You understand?
not.
You'll probably switch like rights anyway, blood. You get me? It is what it is. You understand? But like for me, Tony is the move, bro. I've been pushing it for the whole summer. When I was in pre-season, oh, you're this and Eddie. No, I'm not, bro. I grew up on like look, bro. We had Henry, Bergkamp. Then we had Kanu, Wiltord. Kanu and Wiltord are not Henry and Bergkamp, yeah? But there's a level. When they go in, they're gonna, you understand? I feel confident with them against you lot away. I don't feel confident with Eddie at United away. I don't feel confident with him at
you got to have some
City away.
belief in him, man. You gave him the 14.
Exactly.
You got to have some
I never
belief.
gave him the 14. That's a disgrace in my opinion.
Bro.
Nah, you're
Your guy
harsh.
mad.
You're harsh.
Your
You're
guy
harsh.
mad.
How many goals did he score last season?
4?
No, overall.
5? 6?
No, you're
Most
wrong.
of them, bro, man
You're
are
wrong,
saying
it's
he's got
10 plus.
14 and 16, yeah? They're all in the Carabao Cup, bro. How many has he got in the Premier League? 5 and 31. You're not Arsenal, bro, respectfully.
Nah.
Nah,
You know
blood.
what? You know what?
your guy-
You're going too hard, man.
It's not too hard. It's, we have to do, no, I'm, blood.
Listen. We
Demand
didn't
standards.
We didn't
The drop is not good.
We didn't.
Would you take a K at Man United?
But
No, you
you're
wouldn't.
talking from Henry and Bergkamp.
Yeah.
It's
But
a
we're
long
trying
way
to get-
down from there.
No, but look, we're trying to compete with City. And Ketia, respectfully, is not competing with City, bro. You understand? Jesus struggles.
I think he's a good-
Jesus struggles
A lot of
against
your
them.
players aren't, though. A lot of your players aren't
So what are you
competing.
talking
No, but they
about?
bring more to the table. Saka brings more to the table. Martinelli brings more to the table. Trossard, don't start, but he brings more to the table. There's players out there that bring more to the table. And Ketia don't bring that to the party, bro.
And Gabriel does.
Who?
Gabriel.
Magalhaes. Yeah, he does with Saliba.
First day of the season, bruv, he gets your first goal.
Anyway, listen, we're going to agree to
Hey,
disagree.
before you wrap up there,
Bro, it's fun.
It was a good goal as well.
Man, Martinelli did everything.
Who?
Bellingham, 3 goals, 1 assist since he
Yeah.
joined Real
Wow,
Madrid.
wow,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That is a man that put that Madrid shirt on, man. This fits nice.
Yeah.
This fits nice.
There was no heavy shirt.
Number 5 as well, you know.
Getting
he
on
goes,
well with the fans as well.
Man, that's worthy of the
Zidane.
shirt number.
That's what you get from
I'll message him straight away.
Yeah.
Number 5. It's a big,
Top
it's
baller.
a heavy number to have sometimes.
Yeah.
at
That's
that
what you
club.
get from 100 million.
25
Sanchez.
might be heavy for
They only pay like
Casado.
60
Yeah.
for him as well. so-
Yeah.
How much they pay?
Not a lot.
Sanchez, Zidane, number 5, 2 historical players at that club.
I just
It's a big
know
His
number.
brothers did well as well for Southampton. Joe.
Yeah, he got 2 as well.
2 goals against
Sunderland.
Rotherham. Yeah.
Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Let's talk about the Lionesses.
Same day that he scored as well in the
Yeah,
championship.
Lionesses. It was unfortunate. We were there yesterday. Shout
Yeah.
out to McDonald's.
Yeah.
It was a good watch along. To be fair,
It was.
Rio was there. I was there. Idris Elba was there. Nikita
Yeah, I
Paris
see you
was
doing the
there.
light skin pose.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know this
Craig
about the
was there.
Lionesses,
Craig
yeah.
Mitch was there.
But me and Rio, who was that number 10 for Spain?
Ah, nasty.
She was cold.
She played like Rabiot.
No, literally, he was saying it.
Mad.
And I was like, oh,
and
no,
the
Like,
striker
on the right
on the
side
left
of
hand
the
side, left footer.
Yeah,
sorry.
she was cutting.
And the striker, the young one who won young
The
player of the
19-year-old.
tournament. Yeah, bad.
The Ras.
Why did England just revert to going and pumping it in the box?
Why did they take off
There's
Russo at
30
half-time?
minutes when they're doing that still. Panic.
I think she panicked.
Who?
Russo
Yeah,
at
there's
half-time.
no
That was the
focal
wrong
point.
decision.
Yeah,
When I saw Russo go off, I was like, yo, this is a bit,
They
we're
couldn't play
panicking
to
here.
no one up there. She
there
didn't
was-
play well, to be
Yeah,
fair.
even
but
like Hemp, she weren't really like
I like
driving
Hemp
with
as
the
well.
ball how she was driving with
Lauren
it.
James, man, that was I think a big
Baller.
thing that they missed because
Baller.
if she hadn't have got sent off,
She lost game time. Momentum
didn't-
died.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because when she
totally.
come on, when they kept giving her the ball, man,
She was lighting
I
it.
think there was a bit of
Yeah.
pressure on there as well, thinking I got sent off. I got to make
Yeah.
up for this almost.
Facts.
Shout out to Mary for the penalty
felt-
save.
What
Yeah,
a save, blood.
Yeah.
I like
Shout out
her-
Lucy though, because Lucy was
I think
rattling
she
them.
was- yeah.
Lucy was like, hey, yo. And remember, especially that Barca, she probably knows what they're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, yo, they're trying to.
I like her energy.
Yeah, what you mean? She went like a boo. You know, Boo was there looking bare confused.
Screaming
Like.
fuck
A
off.
boo.
innit?
Yeah, remember that beam? Boo was bare confused. Lucy was there like, yo, I know what they're saying. Don't worry about that.
Eboué, where is he? What's
Do you
he
think she knows
doing?
Spanish, yeah?
Huh?
She plays over there. Plays for Barcelona.
Plays for
isn't it?
Barcelona, bro.
You think she learned
I
it?
reckon she
Of
must do.
course.
so.
yeah, okay,
She's gonna
okay.
have to.
Yeah,
Yeah, gonna have to.
But that was unlucky for them.
I thought once we got that penalty save though, I did think we was gonna kick on. Like I thought the
That's the
wave
moment,
would change.
innit? That's the
Yeah, I
moment.
thought
They
that was
never
the
really-
moment, and
they
it just never materialized.
Yeah, there
I don't
wasn't
know.
another
They just
chance.
didn't let us.
They look comfortable.
They didn't
man.
let us.
I
They
think the
look
ref
calm.
as well was absolute. Yo,
it
dog.
took long for
If
that
I was on
decision.
Troop TV, blood, I'm gonna cuss her.
How long was that VAR decision?
Dog.
It was the most
even-
obvious handball ever.
There was even a foul on Lauren. She's cutting in, and the girls come from behind.
Yeah,
and then she
yeah,
just
yeah.
said no, play on. There was another
Oh, yeah, I
one
remember
where
that, I remember that.
who was it? It might have been It might have been Hemp. She got a yellow card. She didn't even touch her.
Yeah, I see that. Didn't
she
touch the
dived.
girl.
The reaction.
But you
And
know
the
what? One
referee's
thing
there just getting full up.
One thing I was happy about, because obviously it was a like, highly viewed game. I was just happy that the quality of the football lived up to the
Yes,
hype.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
they
yeah.
Quality
played
game.
really, really good football. Like I'm talking like the way that one time Spain got out from their left back area, one touch football, and we were sitting, and you know when you do that one? Oh,
Yeah, we were like walking the passes out. The
One
passages
touch,
of
one
play
touch.
were
It was
like,
like watching
touch, it was
prime
good.
Spain and Barca
Yeah.
back at them times. It was like
Good.
they were really good, man. So yeah, shout out to Linus is unlucky, but I think they'll come again.
They were so close to serious greatness as well. Back-to-back Euros and World Cup is a serious.
You have to remember all the injuries as well. Like
Yeah.
no Mido, no Leah.
Really quickly, I'm sorry, I'm just
Farah
moving
threw
on.
me with the confidence before the game.
Yeah,
I was going to say, she did exceptionally well with her analysis.
Farah Williams?
during the- yes.
yeah, sick.
Farah for me
Analysis.
and Farah and Sue, that's on Sky Sports. They are the coldest, bro. I literally sit there. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know a lot of the girls,
Yeah,
a lot of the girls, and listen, be to be honest, in our group chats, a lot of the girls do get a bit of stick when they're about in terms of commentary or punditry, and I think a lot of it's harsh.
yeah.
But I love it when people, like you just said there, when they go, no.
Yeah.
By the way,
She's cold.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sue
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Sky Sports every Monday.
Farah kills
And
it. for me.
Farah,
Yeah.
even like because of the way she talks, like I just kind of, I'm like,
You
yo,
can relate.
I'm like, yo, Farah,
You can relate. Yeah.
yo, you get me? I can relate, like.
Yeah.
And then Sue, the way she drops it, she's very professional. But when I see her and Uncle Kev Campbell, like kick it, I'm like, yeah, this is all right because she does the ref show.
Yeah.
On a Monday, and proper analysis, bro. She sticks it on Dermot Gallagher weekly, and I'm for it. You understand? Like, I'm for it.
Player of the week.
Matoma,
You giving it to Matoma?
I ain't got an easy one from this week.
that goal.
Yeah, just for the goal, for the goal, for the goal. I like
Remember, he
that.
pulled back for Estepina.
Yeah, I like that as well.
That was a lovely cutback, bro. Like, well, let it off, but
Oh no, Foden.
Yeah,
I was going to say Scott Foden.
Foden.
He didn't
Foden.
score any, but it's his influence on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
got the assist, though,
Newcastle
no?
not easy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah, he
did.
got the
Got the
assist.
assist.
He got the
He
assist.
did.
Go on, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You coming into it?
Yeah, Foden.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. What else now? Really quickly. Palace versus Arsenal. Some predictions, man.
Come on, Roy.
3-1 Arsenal.
Said the same thing. 3-1 Arsenal. I'm mad confident. If this was like 2 seasons ago.
Who starts,
Yeah.
Raya or Ramsdale? I'm
Right
starting
now,
Raya.
no, right now
You're
you
starting Raya?
can't do that yet.
I love
Wow.
Rams as
You
well.
can't do that yet. You can't do
My man
that
just
yet.
comes straight on smoke like
You
that.
can't do that.
You want Raya like that?
Straight.
After
But
the
I
way
saw-
that your fan base has absolutely gassed up Ramsdale
Yeah.
You've
last
been
season,
glazing Ramsdale hard.
and you're
He knows it
gonna
as well.
backhand him
You
back to the
have.
bench,
What I saw.
and you want loyalty at your club. You want loyalty at your
At the end
club.
of the season, you didn't like what you saw.
What?
Towards
No.
the end of
I'm
last
saying
season,
that
you like it?
Raya looks more on point right now. Like that clip they just put out of the training, brother. He's just catching everything. He's
Training?
catching everything.
When we had
He is
Lindegaard
catching
and
everything,
De Gea
bro.
and it was
Raya's a better goalkeeper as well.
Of a training clip.
Raya's a better goalkeeper as well.
I'm with you.
No. And also, Raya looks sharper. Yeah, that's the first one. He looks sharper. Yeah, I see that in the training.
At Colney, at London Colney.
Yeah, but for me, Raya was a better. Look, Raya had the only reason Ramsdale had more clean sheets than Raya is because he had a better defense in front of him. That's the only reason.
Yeah, but you can't just kick him out the side, bro. He's
Raya's a
got
better
to feel his
footballer.
way in, man.
Raya's a better. For me, Raya's the.
Raya's a better footballer, better with his feet.
You know what? Ramsdale's my guy, bro. Like when we signed him, I was a bit like, whoa, but
take a seat.
I'm like,
But-
enough man was like,
but
nah,
sit
bun
down.
this. I was like, nah, this ain't like Willian. Like I went with Willian. I said Ramsdale, he's young, he could come good. You get me?
And he did.
and he did, and I've got no qualms
And
with
that's
that.
that's what you give him for coming good and fighting through all of that negativity that when he landed.
Bro, they sold Jesus and put Haaland straight in. It's not the same. It's not the same equivalent, but the clubs make big decisions.
I hear him though.
Pep
Raya's a
Guardiola,
better-
I hear you.
Pep
Raya's a
Guardiola,
better keeper,
drop
Joe.
a keeper
Joe
and
Hart.
quick thing. Yeah, so
Joe
you understand
Hart.
respectfully. This is my mentality is different. Elite mentality.
If they've got-
so that's where I'm coming
go
from,
on.
bro. There's reason.
Lindegaard and De Gea, what did that benefit either of them when there was confusion who was number one?
That's the only thing I don't like. He needs to say who's
No,
number one.
no. I think De Gea was always the number one over Lingard. Lindegaard, sorry. I think that was always the case. Lindegaard, he had a slight chance, but David De Gea, man, I think they paid 18 million for him at the time, and a young keeper. I think all the eggs were in that basket. But we've never seen this. 2 number ones at a club. I don't think in my time. I can't
Madrid?
remember.
When they had Casillas and
No, but you always knew one was going to go. You always knew one was going to
yeah,
go.
but like-
You knew one was going to
Twilight,
go.
but they were
But
still
like
like-
now, I genuinely
But in
think,
their prime.
I genuinely think that your manager is going, both of you take your shot and I'm going to go with who's best.
I reckon.
But I think
Where does Raya
but I
get his
think
shot?
deep
Champions
down, I
League?
think deep down, he wants Raya in his team because of the style of football he wants to play.
I reckon what happens is, if Ramsdale has a string of errors, he's gone.
I don't think it needs a string.
Yeah, maybe one.
You have to look at the deal as well. Brentford have put it in our favour. 3 million loan because FFP apparently we can't go in for the 30 million this year. But the obligation is there to buy. And if something
obligation.
Obligation. So basically the Brentford chairman came out and said, do not expect to see David Raya back at Brentford. But he's basically gone. Like there's a couple clauses in there, certain appearances, he hits it, he signs. This is why I believe he will sign, because we're not gonna go to like the semi-finals in the Champions League. I'd love us to, but I think maybe we could get to like but you man be lucky to get out of the group, lad. But you get me. But like with the Premier League is where I can see him getting like that number of games where the clause activates. Do you understand?
He should have just come
you
to
have
us.
to look at the weight of the signing.
What you
like,
lot thinking?
Look at the signing, the way him, Edu, like I know like they're all from like
You see,
Spanish, but,
like, taking pictures.
bro, it was a bit too like comfortable.
Yeah, if you're Ramsdale, you're definitely
If Rams
looking
sees
like,
that,
hold
Rams
on.
that yard, like
I didn't get that.
Yeah, and you know Rams, he grew up on rice and peas and curry goat. He's sitting there eating his curry goat like, yo dog, yo, what's this? Dipping his roti. Yo, what this?
Who, Ramsdale? Yeah.
Like, the man said his favorite, some of his favorite food is from the Caribbean. Like he grew up in when he was at youth level, Sheffield United. He went, like, you know, they go to houses as kids because he got sent away from home. He got sent to a Jamaican household.
Oh, is it?
So he grew up on ackee and saltfish, rice and peas.
Ah, this is cap. No, you're not capping. He's capping.
No, he said it, bro.
Did he say this when that kick came out?
No, before.
Was that a lining?
No,
Was it like a...
before, bro. Before,
Okay.
like real their blood. Like,
All right, listen.
He would never have
I
that.
know Emil Smith Rowe was
He
definitely...
would never have that
Smith
with
Rowe's
any other man if
Jamaican.
he weren't Arsenal.
Yeah,
If he
Smith
weren't
Rowe's
Arsenal.
Jamaican.
He would never have that.
Emil
This is what you
Smith-
get when you got
Emil
Troopz on the
Smith-
show. Listen, I'm saying 3-1. What are you saying with this Arsenal?
I don't
show?
care.
Yeah, I really give a shit.
Come on, give us a prediction. Stop being
I
like
lie.
that. Come
Why
on.
be
Right,
salty,
1-0
man?
Roy Hodgson masterclass.
I reckon
right.
Palace will win 2-1.
Ah, stop it.
Oh, allow it,
You
man.
see what I mean?
No,
you see what I mean, lads?
listen,
Score.
I'm
Live
objective.
score.
No one leaves
Live
it.
score.
The only threat is
No,
Eze.
I'm objective. I'm not like him.
Yeah,
I'm
these guys
objective.
properly
yeah.
United,
Today.
innit? Told you.
I'm objective. I'm objective.
2-1 Palace.
See, I knew he was going to say either a draw or 2. I know these man, he might can't fool me.
You know what?
Hey, by the way, you ain't rolled Palace over at Selhurst.
Last year,
Easy.
2-0.
Rio.
Easy.
Rio.
Not easy. Not easy.
Yeah, no, they
Easy.
did. Like,
Palace ain't easy.
Second game,
No,
easy.
no.
That's
so
why I said
hopeful.
3-1 because it'll be like
I think they're
2-0,
gonna win. They're gonna
2-1,
win.
and then back.
We're
Wait,
different.
wait,
We're
When
different team
Elise
now.
and Eze start whining.
Elise is injured.
Them man.
Zaha's not there.
Zaha's in Turkey.
Thank you very much.
Listen,
He ain't getting the
Eze,
headline.
Eze's got it.
Let Howson
Yeah,
take
Eze
over.
baller. Eze baller.
just to keep the pressure on, you lot think you're winning the league, yeah?
If we get
No, are you winning the league? Yes or no?
Yeah,
I want
Right
the
now.
energy you
Yeah, we
walked
can.
in
Are you
with.
winning the league?
Yeah, we
Yes or
can.
no?
Yeah, we can.
No, not
Yes.
are you?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you winning the league
Yes.
this year?
That has not come from your chest.
Yes, no, it has.
It hasn't.
It hasn't.
He's trying to
No base.
No
No base. No base in that voice.
No. Croaky.
Shaky.
Why are they conferring?
What is this, bro? What's this team talk?
He's not phone a fucking friend in
Yes.
this.
This ain't Blockbusters.
Yes.
This ain't
Winning the
Countdown.
league.
Yes.
Clip this.
You know what I mean?
Clip
You're gonna win the
this.
league.
Yeah, just tag me in
Yeah,
all
clip
this.
it, send it around.
You're
Give it to
winning the
Robbie. Don't
Yeah.
care. You know what I mean?
Arsenal, please, I swear down. If you, man, oh my days, blood, it's rat season.
All right, but guys, I think that's the perfect way to end Vibe with 5. Just so you guys know, we've got loads of new shows coming out. On the 22nd, I believe, on the first, if it's not this Thursday coming, the following Thursday, we're going to be launching Harry Pinero's new show called Beyond the 90. First episode is going to be with Paul Scholes. I know I'm promoting from early. It's going to be sick.
Mad show.
Obviously, Craig, thank you very much for coming. We want to
come
have
on.
you back on as much as possible.
Yeah, whenever, man.
You're
I'm
doing your thing at Kick Game. Please make sure you
Shout out
check
Kick
him
Game
out.
and Craig.
Yeah, big man
Craig.
team.
Killing it.
He's-
Rio's
Check
did
out
an
the episode with Rio as well.
It's
Make sure you
sick,
check that out.
Proper sick. Obviously, we've got other shows coming on as well. So please, guys, like, share, comment, and subscribe. We've also added press conferences to the channel as well. Really, really good stuff. And we're going to be dissecting them and breaking them down. Troops, going to see you again when you're back from New York. Make sure you visit us.
Definitely, man.
And we're going to be doing our live score 6 predictions soon as well. So we're going to be giving our predictions every week. You already know what way I'm going to go, baby. So make sure you follow us on socials, 5UK. Joel Beya, Stephen Howson, Rio Ferdinand, our guest Craig Mitch.
Thank you.
Troops, signing out. Vibe with 5. Peace. We're out.
Right then, Rio, Joel, we have our live score 6 predictions that we're going to do right here for this weekend. Just to add, live score have agreed to donate 50 quid to our chosen charity every time we get a correct score and £25 for every correct result. So we're going to be giving some stuff away here. There are 6 games that we need to agree on. I don't know how we're going to agree on this.
Yeah.
But there's 6 games that we've got to agree on. Let's get into these.
So, Brentford versus Crystal Palace. What are we saying?
2-1 Brentford.
Yeah, I'm having that.
I'll go with that. 2-1 Brentford. That's fair.
Yeah, let's do that. 2-1 Brentford.
Cool. Man United versus Nottingham Forest.
3-0 Man United.
Don't be silly.
Pick your own scores. 3-0 United.
This current United?
Yeah.
The way you guys are currently playing?
Corner
3-0.
turned.
I don't know, man.
Type it in.
Listen, I reckon
3-0.
I don't know. I reckon it
Democracy
could,
won.
it could be
3-0.
Just
they
because
could hold you to a draw.
Just because Forest almost beat you at the Emirates.
Not just that. If you see the way Wolves played against you, they came to Old Trafford and dominated.
And
I
got
reckon
beat. They got
Nottingham Forest, who have had good results recently, they can get
Excellent point. 3-0.
1-1.
All right, go
It's
on.
3-0.
Arsenal versus Fulham. Fulham 3, Arsenal 1.
Stop it. Listen, guys, are we going to take this seriously? Or
Fulham
not?
are good against Arsenal.
I'm trying to raise money for the charities here, all right? Let's be
2-0
serious.
Arsenal. 2-0 Arsenal.
Yeah,
That's fair.
2-0 Arsenal. I'll go for that.
Yeah,
I'm only
I'll
playing.
go for that. Brighton versus West Ham.
4-1.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 Brighton against West Ham.
What are you saying?
Okay.
No,
I can
need to hear your score.
No, I can see a 3-1 if I'm honest.
Okay,
the way
I'll
Brighton
go
are
with
playing,
that. I'll
yeah,
go with
no, that's
3-1.
fair. That's fair. Sheffield United versus Man City.
3-0.
6-1 City.
6-1.
All right, 6-0. 6-0.
4-0. City.
I'm going 5-0 in the middle.
I go 4 just because they're missing a couple.
That's what we're going. He said 6.
All right,
You
okay.
said 4. I said 5.
All right,
Let's
so
go
it's
in the middle,
5
innit?
then.
5.
5 done.
Newcastle versus Liverpool.
3-1 Newcastle.
I'm going to go Newcastle to win 2-1.
I say 2-1.
All right,
3-1's a disrespect, man. Come on. There you go.